New video obtained by WDSU shows a security guard registered with the state shooting a man multiple times as he runs away from her on Saturday. It happened on the front steps of the main branch of the New Orleans Public Library on Loyola Avenue downtown. Before heading to that breaking news, WDSU reporter Eli Brand got that video and has a deep dive into the security guard's past, along with a full report of what happened yesterday. And we do want to warn you that shooting video may be hard for some of you to watch.
Police reports say 23-year-old Kia Simmons, a registered security guard working at the New Orleans Library main branch, fired 11 times at Henry Mark Saturday evening just after 5 p.m. The report says it all started when Mark and Simmons got into an altercation. During that altercation, the report says Mark threw his cell phone at Simmons after being told to leave. Simmons then allegedly punched Mark twice. Video backs up the rest of what the report says led up to the shooting, showing Mark throw a brick at Simmons before she pulls her gun and starts to fire. In the video, you see Mark running away while being hit by 7 of the 11 bullets fired. Reports also say Simmons hit these two two-lane police vehicles with bullets. The police report says Mark was hit, quote, mostly in the back. In an interview with police, the report says Simmons responded to the question of how many times she fired by saying, quote, too many.
You cannot use deadly force unless you're presented with deadly force against you or to save someone else's life who may have deadly force being presented against them in your area. In this situation, she should have called for someone else to come back. She should have addressed the individual. Once he threw the brick or whatever at her, he then turned and went the other direction. At that point, it should have ended.
Retired New Orleans Police Captain Mike Kahn says the situation should have never taken place. Simmons was arrested by NOPD and faces charges of attempted second-degree murder, illegal use of weapons, and multiple other charges. She is being held on just over $280,000 bond. Court documents show this is not the first time Simmons has had a run-in with the law. In 2018, she was arrested for criminal mischief and disturbing the peace, but had those charges refused by then DA Leon Cannizzaro. She was arrested again in February 2021 when police released this picture of her when she was hit with charges of domestic abuse battery, but had those charges refused by current DA Jason Williams. Simmons was arrested again just 4 months later in June of 2021 on a cruelty to a juvenile charge, but had those charges amended to a lesser charge and was not given a felony.
And so specifically in New Orleans, this is the third security officer involved shooting in 4 months.
Carl Cezanne is the executive secretary of the Louisiana State Board of Private Security Examiners. That is the board that certifies the training of all security guards in the state. The board's website lists Simmons as an active security guard who got her most recent license in May of this year and renewed her training to carry a .40 caliber weapon just 2 weeks to the day before the shooting happened. Cezanne was appointed to his position in January of this year and says he's working on a major overhaul of the state's training system that he says hasn't been overhauled since 1985.
But certainly there are instances where they're going to have to engage the public. They're going to have to know how to de-escalate a situation. They're going to have to know, the levels of the force continuum.
Cezanne says he is looking at the curriculum of other states as well as working with police and security companies on what they think need to be added. Reporting, Eli Brand, WDSU News.
Eli, thank you. And we have reached out to the city and the public library to confirm if they employed Simmons. So far, we have not yet heard back.